Hello, Richard and Michelle Cohen. My name is Mark Robinson. I'm a new voice ushering in the new earth in this time of transition from the Piscean age into the Aquarian age, and the author of my new book, Ramblings of an Evolving Soul. Before I get into that, I want to explain how I was guided to make this video to promote my new book. My sister, Dr. Sandra Marie Robinson, went on a trip to Egypt with you in 2019. She had a moment with Michelle at the foot of Sekhmet statue where you hugged her and cited an incantation. She was very impressed with your energy. With that in mind, she highly suggested I submit my manuscript to you for your consideration. Oh, and she also said she had a dream about it. With that said, let me talk about my new book and why I wrote it. The transition into the Aquarian age has slowly been happening for the past 250 years, but it really started to amp up after the Harmonic Convergence in 1987. The actual date that we crossed into the Aquarian age is December 12, 2012. For the past 10 years, we have watched the old Piscean age being deconstructed. If you doubt this is happening, all you have to do is watch the evening news to see it in progress. We are at the pinnacle of the transition now in 2023 and 2024. I go into great detail about this in the book, but I'm sure you're already aware of it, given what my sister has told me about you. What you may not know is that the ever-increasing light on the planet is awakening millions of people around the globe through their spirituality and connectedness with the universe that will empower them to create the new earth we are moving into. I wrote Ramblings of the Evolving Soul to help them understand what they are experiencing and how to direct their energies in the future. I'm an unusual man that has led a full, amazing life. From as far back as I can remember, I knew that I was different from the people around me and the world I found myself not fitting into. I knew things without being taught them and acted spontaneously and loving and compassionate ways. I dreamt of being a healer. My spiritual quest began in my mid-20s. Once I got started, my life changed very quickly as I was led to people, books, and experiences that facilitated a constant remembering of basic truths of the human spiritual experience. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was collecting anecdotes to share in my book to let awakening souls know that they are not alone. And they are part of something so big, our human minds can't even grasp it. Along with explaining about the transition we are living through, I talk about being an old soul, my discovery of the energetic world of our bodies through yoga, how the power of the mind can unknowingly set intentions, life's ability to guide us to situations to bring to light things we need to learn and heal, how my realization that I'm a Palladian starman explained everything about me and the early life I had, and reincarnation from the point of view of being regressed, and the experience of having somebody pass early in my life turn up later in my life. I also had to include a chapter on astrology, given the basics, since I relate everything to it, especially the transition. It sounds like a lot of ground to cover, but I do it in an easy conversational tone, infusing humor along the way. I had 10 people look at the manuscript, and they all emphasized how readable it was, with even a few saying they couldn't put it down. I'll be interested to hear how you respond to it. Now here is my hook. I know I should have started it, but I'm going to end with it. I am billing the book as the out on the limb of the transition into the Aquarian age. In 1983, Shirley MacLaine published Out on a Limb, and she became the Pied Piper of the New Age, selling 20 million copies of her book. Given the population explosion since then, and the fact that the number of awakening souls is going exponential, I expect to sell even more copies of Ramblings of an Evolving Soul. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for taking the time to view it. I'm sure you'll find the book proposal and the book even more enticing. I'm looking forward to working with you, and until then, as always, be happy.